following story is about Alex, who was just an innocent person moved to a new town to lead his new life. But something brutal was written in his destiny. Alex had moved to a small, quiet town 6 months ago to take over a record store, seeking a fresh start after years of struggle. The store had been a long-standing fixture, but the previous owner, Martin, exhibited signs of fear as he hastily signed the papers. Alex didn't think much of it at the time, but it would become clear later that the town was hiding something dark. The town was picturesque, with Victorian homes and cobblestone streets, a perfect escape from his troubled past. However, Alex's perception began to shift when Sheriff Tapper visited the store and warned him about strange marks that might appear on his door. Dismissing it as small-town eccentricity, Alex settled into his new life, not yet aware of the town's hidden horrors. One morning, while sorting through records, Alex heard rhythmic stomping outside. Looking out the window, he witnessed townspeople dragging a woman from her home. She pleaded for mercy, but the crowd ignored her cries and insisted she honor the arrangement. After she was thrown into a pickup truck, Alex noticed strange symbols scratched into her door, crooked shapes that looked almost like exposed bone. His attempts to search for answers online yielded nothing, and a sense of dread began to grow inside him. As he immersed himself in his work and formed friendships with regular customers like Cal, a jazz enthusiast, Alex began to learn more about the town's unsettling events. One day, Cal spoke cryptically, suggesting the woman's fate was a kindness, and that staying in the town would lead to something far worse. This left Alex puzzled, but increasingly suspicious of the town's underlying darkness. Months passed, and just as Alex began to feel a sense of stability, another procession took place. This time for Abel, the beloved bakery owner. Abel accepted his fate with surprising grace, leaving behind a symbol etched into his door, a single cyclopean eye. When Alex asked about it, he was told that these marks signified that someone had to leave the town immediately to avoid terrible consequences. One evening, after closing the store, Cal rushed in, his face pale with fear. He urgently warned Alex to stay inside that night, not to respond if anyone knocked at his door. The Peterson family, who had been marked with 3 symbols, had tried to resist leaving, covering the marks with paint. This act, however, only escalated their peril. Cal's warning left Alex shaken, and he locked himself in for the night, unsure of what was really happening in the town. That night, Alex heard 3 sharp knocks at his door. A chill ran down his spine as he cautiously peered through the peephole. 3 pale faces stared back at him. Their hollow eyes bore no trace of humanity as they reached out with unnatural speed. Before Alex could react, the door splintered with an unnatural force, and the 3 figures entered. They didn't speak. Their intent was clear. They had come for him. As he stumbled backward, trying to escape, he realized there was no way out. Next morning, people gathered, and they saw he was killed brutally, and his both eyes were missing, along with his genitals as if they're pulled out ruthlessly. It was said that many years ago, a man named Elias had lived on the outskirts of the town with his 3 daughters. His daughters were brutally raped and killed one by one after the other by respected townsmen, and in his grief, Elias had cursed the town. He marked doors with symbols, warning that death awaited those who bore them. But no one knew whether the curse was real or if it was just superstition. Hit subscribe and don't dare miss what's coming next, or the next scream you hear might be your own.